All right, we should be live. Hello there, clerk. How goes it? Skipping only inside your ship. Yeah, I have noticed that, Balding, since the latest update. For some reason, sometimes in your ship, it just kind of craps itself a little bit. Hello there, no grot. How's everybody doing today? Get back to building this ship we were building last night. Hello there, Drake. Welcome. How goes
Got
it?
anything you need to offload? Trade Authority's always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Trade Authority's always buying. Hello there, Penguin. Got myself a bad apple monster. Let's
Sure.
keep making this amalgamation of a ship. I like how it's looking so far. So we need like wings potentially. I'm tempted like that, but no, make it too kind of like it's like a ghost. How does that look if we flip them backwards? Hello there, Jack. What's the best Xbox to get? The main difference is so the S is only digital, so you can't put discs in it. And the S is slightly weaker and targets 1080p at 60 FPS. I think you can do like 120 at 720, whereas the Series X is more powerful. It is, I think, 2 gigs more RAM. It has 1 terabyte storage, whereas the S only has 5. Hello there, Don. Hello there, Ace, by the way. I would say that if you're the sort of person who you're only like kind of looking for it to, play like 1 or 2 games, like it's not your main thing, I would say the S. But the because of funnily enough, because of the tariffs, they've gone up everywhere. Like the S, you used to be able to accurately used to be able to consistently get the Series S for around 200, 250. And the X is around 500. Now it's like 350 for the S. I don't know what it is for the X. And then there's like special versions of the X. There's like a version like with 2 terabytes and stuff. Yeah, I would, if you've the money to spend, the X is obviously going to be better. But like for a lot of stuff, you won't probably notice that much. Have some internet lag. All good, no Russ? The S is the third sandwich used on my mod reviews because of the mod causes performance color styles. Again, yeah, like to be honest, I still stand by that. I think that the S is a good kind of, well, I don't know. I used to say it was really good kind of value for money proposition. Nowadays, I said hello styles. I think I said it already. Apologies if I didn't. Yeah. Again, if you could get it cheap and like you're just looking for something like, let's say for instance, if your primary kind of thing, like you game on a laptop, you're saying, so is your laptop powerful? Because realistically, it'll probably be more powerful than the S if it's anyway. How are they for constantly being moved? So they're pretty decent. The S is smaller, more compact. The X is obviously bigger. Hello there, random guy. Long time no see. They're generally good with being moved. The thing is, I don't know about PlayStation, obviously, because I'm not a PlayStation player, but like one credit I always like to give Xbox is like from the 360 era, obviously after the 360 era, so the Xbox One and then the One X and now the series, like they're pretty bulletproof. One Starfield fine around Watchtower and Watchtower gets. That's what I mean. Like, so now the thing is what's interesting, yeah, and S1 a disc drive would be kind of nice, but I don't think they're ever gonna try that, just because they kind of want you to buy the X if you want the disc drive. But the thing that it gets a bit funky is with mods. I need to do some research, because I still think a lot of the things were people saying that the S can't run, like the Mos Eisley guy saying that it can't run on the S. I honestly, I think that might be a case of the mod author just being slightly incompetent. No disrespect to him. I could be completely wrong, though. Completely wrong. Hello, Eclipse, by the way. Let me change case, put all live chat. There we go. I like these side pieces, but it's... I love how it reminds me. Oh, it's up as a Predator, best off the shelf, and I got it. Yeah, so I mean, there's a high probability that it's gonna be better than both the S and the X. But if you what is the X going first? See, I don't know if you might get like shit. Hello there, Will. Welcome. If you can get the X on sale, the X is obviously the better one. But like if it is the thing, Drake, where like, let's say for instance, if you're still going to be gaming on your laptop primarily, and you know you're just looking for something that you can kind of, you know, plug in easily to a TV, maybe game for like a couple of hours over the course of a week, then the S would probably be better. Well, again, it depends on what sort of... The S is probably going to be, or the X is going to be twice expensive. It is crazy though, because like I was looking, like the used market, like I don't know if it's just me, because I, you know, maybe it is just me. Like it boggles my mind. X's are $700. Jesus Christ. Like that's honestly, that's kind of crazy. To be honest, even paying for like a refurbished one at that price, because that's what I was gonna say. Like, runs great. Being a PS guy my whole life, it's still my favorite. Yeah. Like you could go down the secondhand market. Like we have a company over here called CEX. You've also got GameStop and stuff. But to be honest with you, when it comes to like in my kind of personal view, like, you know, like what the fuck? My kind of personal view, like when it comes to, you know, like purchasing tech, has always been, or purchasing anything, is like once that item has been used, it's, in my opinion, it's worth at least half. And like I see people selling like S's used for like fucking like, easily 250, like 3, and I'm like, what the fuck? Depends on where you go to go. Yeah, like you might find somewhere easy, cheap to get. When my X, I think, was 500 a lot. Are you Canadian, Jean? Or Jean? When I got the X at launch, it was, I think, 500 over here. No money, just right off to... Then I would go with the X trick. The X is going to be more substantial. Actually did my first live. Awesome. It's fun doing lives, because it gives you kind of, you know, you've got something else kind of... My X was 5, but that was in the... Yeah, like they have gone up in price, and it's honestly, it's kind of fucking crazy. You got your extra 350? Nice. Like, yeah, there was like... God, I remember there was like times, like, I want to say last Christmas, where like you could get like an S, an extra controller, and like 2 games for like 250, you know? And like, that's pretty much a steal. Hello, Tenebro. Does see that? I will say it will. do a lot of research, because obviously there's a lot of reputable mic brands out there. I think like people generally say the Blue Yeti. I think my girlfriend wasn't a fan. The mic, I started off with the Blue Snowball. My ex was $550 plus tax. $550 plus tax? Starfield? Did you buy the Ultimate Edition Starfield? I have difficult, but not going to multitask, kind of playing the game or reading chat. Yeah. Shipbuilding can be tricky because I tend to just completely zone out. And I'll be like, oh, we're building a ship. Oh, shit, I forgot to look at chat. Drop another. Oh, yeah. And, like, the thing is, like, you could... At that point, I would say, Drake... Now, something you could do, I don't know if you're very tech... Well, you don't actually need to be tech savvy. Because, like, if you like the whole PC gaming thing, you could probably find companies that will make you, like, a micro... What is the term? Basically, like a very powerful, like, PC for, like, that price, but it would be very compact. Now, obviously, saying that... If you're going to be bringing it in and out of places, I don't know if I would trust like, you know, an Xbox is one thing, you know, but like, bought them from Amazon. Ah, okay, that makes. Wait, see, do all states in America do that where like you add tax after? Everything in Ireland, like the tax is already added on. Yeah, I bought the... I think I originally bought just the deluxe edition upgrade because I have Game Pass. And then I ended up buying a copy of Starfield, and then I ended up buying another copy for Steam. US taxes is always after... Ah, that's okay, because over in Ireland, the tax is on the price from the get-go. The only time you ever see people like, or you ever see without tax is if you're like buying like from a business or like a wholesale. Can't advertise tax, you just say, ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Also here, the Steam Deck with a docking station. So I mean, like the Steam Deck is good as like a handheld. You could, the thing is, you could maybe go down, you could look down that road too, Drake, the handhelds. Like, the Steam Decks are really good. There's supposed... I don't know how good those ROG allies are. Like, I personally wouldn't drop 1,000 on a handheld. No micro... Oh, yeah, that's fucking fair enough. Jesus. Because I used to know Canadian... I used to know a guy from Canada, and he came over to stay with me for a while. And he was like, found it confusing. I was like... He'd be like, "What? So what's the tax on this?" And the cashier was like, "What do you mean? Like, so what do I owe you?" And he's like, "Bro, you don't owe me anything. It's the tax is added on." He's like, "Oh." The PS Vita. Yeah. Like I don't know if they're still doing them, but you used to be able to get like basically like a dock for your, like a portable case for your Xbox Series S, and it would come with the screen. Hello, Guilty. It would come with like a screen and stuff. And it would essentially allow you to like have the thing, like, you know, you could use it. Basically like, you know, like a portable. I don't know if they still do that though these days. Probably not. Oh, don't worry. She's been fully fed. No bans today, hopefully. Probably still recovering from a Battlefield hangover. They were really cool. Like, I remember the first one I got was, I want to say, for the PlayStation 1. And I was like, this is so fucking cool. You could plug it into your phone or your thingy in your car. And you were basically fucking set. It was like so fucking sick. I was wait, what the fuck? How does that? Can you just go in there or no? No, you want to go in the full way? Hmm. If everyone behaves, let me know. Batting. Gotta grab. All right, Styles. Grab some food. So I made this yesterday, and I'm trying to like kind of rebuild it. It's supposed to be like kind of like a scrap supporty kind of ship. Challenge accepted. Like a lot of cargo. Great looking one, I'm sure. Hey, it's pretty nice. Don't disrespect. What was I going to say? Hello there, Lee. Welcome. Ooh, building some ships. Hell yeah. Disrespect me, never. Where did that? Oh no, where did that go? There we go. Okay. We flying my drone today, and it was a bit windy. And according to DJI, the Neo drone can withstand up to 30km/h winds. And I suppose it kind of did, but I basically got further than I usually will ever go, and then the drone was like, oh, we're losing internet, or we're losing like connectivity. I'm like, okay, that's no problem. Turn around. The wind would not let me turn around. I was like fucking shitting it. But yeah, I suppose that's all the comic monster you got going. If you know Grutz approval, but that's only on your Discord. That's a gentle breeze in Texas. Yeah, to be fair, like it's the sort of thing where you, because the Neo is quite a hello Rob, by the way. The Neo is like quite it's a good little decent drone, but it's quite small and light. But I survived. We got it good. Had a bit of fun with it. Hello there, Paul. How goes it? I think I'll have to describe your mashup ship. It's like a celestial pair with that's kind of initially what I was going for, random. Like I had this idea to basically initially last week to kind of cut a Taio ship in half and kind of add to it. And I'm kind of doing that again, except it's not like directly. I never bought a drone. I just know money lost because of crash. The thing is if you go with DJI, I crashed my first one almost immediately. Well, the DJI Neo, great little drone for FPVing. It's bulletproof, not waterproof. Hello, I was my niece was out in the paddling pool and I was trying to like show off and stuff flying it, and there was like a little kind of an archway, and I flew under the archway, hit it straight in the water. It was a GG. But I had like insurance. I think it cost me €48 for 2 years of insurance. And they basically charged me, I think, €12 to get a new drone. And I have like 4 called my flyaway. Because something's bulletproof. Well, yeah, well, I don't think it'd be that bulletproof. Yeah, like the Neo and the Avata, they're like DJIs, I think. I think DJI have done other FPVs, but they're kind of meant that. Like they have the propeller guards, they're pretty light. Like they can, I'd say they can survive most things, as long as you're not an idiot. They are not waterproof though, so you can't fly them in the rain. That's like the worst thing. Is like I'll be flying, and I'll be like, did I feel rain? Did I feel rain? Bulletproof, actually, the bullets. I'm getting pretty good at piloting it. Thing is, the one I got like a kit, so like it has like it looks like it's literally a wee nunchuck. We've got like a throttle, and then it has like a motion control. So like if you rotate it left, or like you spin your wrist left, it will spin left, spin right, it'll spin right, tilt it. Very cool. But you can't like fly in manual mode, which is I think what all the kids these days like to fly in, where basically you're flying it like kind of a helicopter, where you know you can turn off the, you're not giving it enough juice, the thing will drop out of the sky. I mean, you'd probably get one that does that. It wouldn't be legal. Well, it'd probably be legal in America. What's actually in America? What's your guys' like rulings? What's your guys all good? What's your guys' rulings on like weaponized vehicles? Like, you allowed like mount machine guns on vehicles or no? Well, I know obviously there's probably some people where you can, but like, how easy or hard is it to do stuff like that? You know, grenades. I mean, that probably answers the question. I need to drop you a little lower. For money for taxes, yes. Flamethrower drones? Jesus fucking Christ. Drive-by is illegal. Building no twisted metal cars yet. Drive with an APC. Jeez. I know, like, I've seen a few people, like, in, like, here you can get, like, well, they're not necessarily tanks, they're more like, kind of, like, light armored vehicles. But it's pretty funny, like, watching people drive around. What's the guy, the world's strongest man? Is it Eddie Hall, I think his name is? Or no, it's not Eddie Hall. Is it Eddie Hall or Eddie Hearn? What's the name of him? I can't think of his name. Where is there no downwards? There we go, that's it. Cal, Jesus. Hello, Mona. Welcome. I smell my credits on building that double decker. I'm going to build a ship now after watching this, and yeah, gotta give in to the hype. How goes it on your end, Mona? Come out a bit more. I'll probably like, thank you, Mona. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. Where the deck go? Need to duplicate. Oh, come here, you. I think there's no logins my farmer vehicle in the US and states are. Yeah, see, that's the thing that like is, I feel like as an outsider looking in, the way you guys kind of have like different states have different like kind of like rules and stuff. That definitely seems like a nightmare as a European. We do need some new cockpits. We need some new fucking ship parts. Mona, have you been keeping up with the info? Did you see we finally got some fucking information, even if it was leaked information. Bethesda are still up. They're apparently working. Apparently, they do in fact know how to make content. Ship parts, honestly, yeah. Like the fact that they're focusing on the whole like ship stuff, like this cruise mode, which I hope it does come to fruition, just makes me think that they're aware that ship parts are a beloved part of the game. Yeah, good to hear, Mona. Hard work at fuck. Oh, hard work fucking incorporating another hold on. Hard work incorporating another goddamn fucking fishing. Well, at least Fizz will be happy with the fishing, I suppose. I'm not against fishing. But we need some more squared off. Yeah. Ba-bum-bum. There's like if they put fishing, I'll probably. Oh, don't get me wrong. If they added fishing in Starfield, I think that'd be really cool. It was more. I think it was more just a kind of a meme of when they kind of gave a lot of information about fishing in the update or the Gamescom, not Gamescom, the other one. Like, oh yeah, we got fishing. I'm glad the game's not dead. Only a few years back, took a wrong turn on a bridge for concealed carry. Jesus Christ. So yeah, stuff like that. It's like accidentally crossing the border, not realizing. I'd be like, uh-oh. Do you ever feel... I didn't mind fishing in ESO. I know that it was a fucking grind, though. Makes me think of the aquarium. Oh, the aquarium is kind of very cool. Terramorph Big Bass. Walton Jersey tournament. Call me crazy. Pisho, I can't believe they leaked the story. The little update too. PlayStation get the new DLC expansion straight away. See, I'm really hoping that's not the case, Mona, because that would be a massive kick in the face, like pretty much anybody like that's still playing the game. Space Cruise will be used for about a month, then most will go back to fast travel. I don't know. See, I think that if it gives the ability to have like kind of like POI sort of stuff, I'll prefer it. I think they have to give us like more stuff to do with it. You know, which I don't know. I feel like they'll eventually they will give us some. You're finally awake. You got across the border. Most of my fishing is breath of the breath. What is Breath of Fire? I thought you said Breath of the Wild. I was like, I didn't know it was fishing in a Zelda game. DLC will be included with Game Pass. Ooh. So, it's not unheard of that games have done that, Eclipse, but it's highly unlikely just because... I actually... See, I would say the reason I would say just because would be the fact that Bethesda would be getting direct money that way, but then now that they're kind of owned by Xbox, it could be like a valid, you know... Surely ship parts will be rated in. RPG. Ah, okay. The Dragon Blood. A bit of Far Cry. Far Cry is really good. It's the only good thing. But you didn't like Far Cry? I like Far Cry. Rest of the fishing. You can always see the one guy at the Freeport docks. You get the expansion away and I've had all three decent. Oh, I know. Like, and it, see, like I do think that Bethesda, like, because look, see, I still don't want to, like, I don't want to entertain the idea of it happening, because like I don't want it to happen. It'll be a massive slap in the face. But some people have been saying now that they might, like, what they might do is they might kind of do a soft relaunch of the game, like a special edition, like, you know, like Starfield Definitive Edition, and basically give, like, the, like, say for instance they might come with like some, like the Star, you know, like the Skyrim edition, the enhanced, where it came with like a load of creation credits. Like, imagine like it came with creation credits and like some of the paid creations, like all of Bethesda's paid creation stuff. But even then, like, I feel like the DLC is about selling copies, yeah, include, and that is fair, including in Game Pass, will be not to piss off. See, that is I suppose one way to not piss them off. But I don't know. I really hope that, because I don't. Timmy, relax yourself. I don't mind them dropping the expansion on the same day as a PlayStation launch, as long as they drop some sort of content for free that is substantial enough that the people who like us, who've been sitting and waiting on our hands and knees, maybe not knees, you know, something to kind of keep us interested. Because currently, Amy, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Girl was on YouTube, fishing Starfield and Ranch said so much. And at the end of my second playthrough, you read it, mod authors hyping Bethesda up and saying it's okay for the wait. Yeah, see, you're gonna get people like that because there's like a portion, like, and look, as I always say, you're free to kind of spend your money how you want. You should never let someone tell you how you can and can't spend your money. You know, 100%. But there is like to be honest, I've seen on Reddit, and I've seen on the Bethesda, like, Discord, there is people who, like, there's people who are like kind of like, they're in this like bubble, right, where like they only care about mods and they only care about the, like, you know, like the modding side of things, and they have their preferred, you know, mod authors, and when those paid mod authors drop their content, they're basically like, they'll buy them without question. And like, obviously there's definitely mod authors that I would definitely buy without question, but they're kind of in this bubble where literally they would be content with Starfield getting no more major updates, because then it doesn't mess with their load order, and just having mod authors doing this sort of paid content. And like, it's a weird view to me, because if we had a couple of content creators out there putting out like Watchtower level content, and by that I don't mean, because I mean like, you know, like actual long form content where it's going to take more than like 2 hours to beat, maybe. But yeah, in the current state of the game, I think if you start feeling the early positive, then it comes 2 years later after rumors of being, yeah, well, like anything else, like whenever stuff like that happens, people are obviously going to be excited, because when it's launched, when it's slated to come out on everything, people are obviously going to be excited, and it doesn't really have a game to kind of rival it. Like, if you look at the Battlefield stuff currently, there's a lot of people are excited for it. A lot of people are kind of shitting on COD, and look, I find it hilarious that Battlefield players think that Battlefield is going to kill COD. There's no fucking chance. COD has way too much fucking, like, the COD fan base is kind of on the level of some of those kind of like mod users, where like they'll blindly give money constantly, which again, I'm not judging. I have spent more than most on some of the CODs, like the DMZ with Modern Warfare 2, and to an extent Modern Warfare 3. But yeah, social contagion theory fits. What's social contagion theory? Just hey, play on Starfield community, you guys, against the world. Or I'm gonna get irritated seeing all the flow. Starfield is fixed now. Oh yeah, Starfield, it's finally a game. It's not dead. It's like, it was never fucking dead. It was just kind of on standby. Oh yeah, like it's been, I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, it's been handled very poorly by Bethesda. And like I've seen, oh no, 1 second. I've seen like small indie studios handle kind of games better. And I think ultimately it comes down to just Bethesda's lack of talking, you know? Can I go a little bit more maybe? Bum 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 bum. In a nutshell, people say X is bad enough. People, oh yeah, fair. Starfield is Cinderella. What? Game is an issue, but everybody kind of cares the same 5 issues. Well, you can, yeah. There's like, there is a lot of, oh, hold on now. In a second, I'm just trying to. Bum bum bum. What does it look like? All right. So there's a lot of that whole thing what you just referenced. There's a lot, you see a lot of shit like that online, and it's very annoying because you basically have these like situations where like people like I seen it a lot with 76. People like 76 is, it's this and this, it's such the worst game ever, and you ask them to list reasons and they'll basically just chime off the kind of the reasons. They'll just basically, chime off what they hear people saying online. And at that point, it's just kind of like, really? Like, that's your kind of big argument with it. Lack of shit parts. I think they suffer from the current corporate structure. They lost nimbleness, previous talents, with a passion. I think that is fair. Starfield's not dead. His tuberculosis didn't want to get vaccinated. Gonna hop out. I don't disagree with you, Mona. I sadly, like, I enjoy the game and I want to see it succeed, and I would love to see it have I would love to see it have have you ever? I have not. I would love to see, I know of them though. I used to watch them when they did Borderlands stuff. I don't know, like it had Bethesda had there's so much potential with this game, but they've just like it's just yeah, it's making me kind of real. And look, obviously, the kind of like that whole kind of never meet your heroes. Like, I always used to think that like Bethesda were like one of the good guys, and like, can you have good guys in corporations? Not really. But like the more we see like this stuff with like Starfield and stuff and how it's been handled, the more it seems like Bethesda are just like everyone else. And like there's nothing inherently wrong with that, because yes, they're a business. They need to, fuck, you need to go in there, what the hell? They need to make money, like I'm not going to refute that, because yeah. But it's like the way they've kind of like I don't know, like I could understand if like it's just they've been very backwards but forward. It's all over the place. Oh no, I want to see it, like I want to see it turn around massively. Like, to be honest with you, like I think it has some really good elements to it. I think there's a lot of things that need to be kind of improved upon, but There's a lot of things that could be like improved slightly. World. Are you talking about me specifically, Mona, or like just like the community as a whole? Nintendo ruined an area. Nintendo, good old Nintendo. And look, don't get me wrong, like obviously Xbox have been making some decisions and stuff, and you know, like companies are companies, they're never your friends necessarily, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, Gamescom comes out, if we get some information on it, like I think Bethesda, they really need to win their fans back. It's kind of like, because there's obviously people that in, you know, like they're obviously it's great to it's great to be able to get like new players on board and stuff, but they should worry about their current audience, and a lot of companies are doing that these days. Like you kind of look at like some of the critiques of the new Battlefield game is that they're kind of maybe they're catering a little bit too much to the COD players. See, I don't know. Hold on. Let me read some. I need to make me like I ain't gonna push back. Brokerage with Hasbro. So Bethesda extremely confusing corporate structure. Bethesda Game Studios. One thing Bethesda software operating ZeniMax, some real interesting business type involved. See, I don't know about, I don't know. I really enjoyed, I enjoyed ESO. I thought ESO was really cool. Now, I will say I suppose you are right. You can't really deny, hello, Timmy. You can't deny the fact that, like, some of the practices, like, of ESO, like the Crown Store is very egregiously, and I don't know, like, does World of Warcraft have something? Does World of Warcraft have something similar? Like, is World of Warcraft, despite being a kind of game where you have to pay to play it online, does it also have, like, a kind of an in-game store and microtransactions? A water froze. You calling me a sweeper guilty? Only quality brooms here. Oh no, where the fuck are you going? Fuck you. I just want Starfield to be good. I want ship parts and some new content. Is that so much to ask? Phenomenal game to play, but the monetization is painful. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I want to say, didn't they, like, again, maybe I'm thinking wrong, like, didn't they want to, like, have a subscription-based service when they came to Xbox first, but Xbox were like, no? Then a will it work? The Crown Store is better than a will it work. And that is fair, that you're not wrong there. Like, I've always said, like, the kind of the theory behind, like, the whole paid mod stuff, like the idea of, like, you know, independent modders making content for, like, you know, realistically upwards of, like, you know, maybe between $1 to $5 and maybe even $10 in some cases. Like, that sounds like a pretty interesting proposition, you know, giving your money to them and they make meaningful content, get some money out of it, than, like, let's say a game like Call of Duty where you give them €20 for a fucking Rick and Morty skin pack. But obviously the issue here is that while in theory it works, in practice it doesn't. You just have the situation we have in Starfield currently where, like, most instances of the paid mods, they do usually occasionally use stuff like that too, no, yeah. You can usually get same with like 76, I think. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, 76, I like 76, right? But my god, like, see, there was a time, right, when I naively assumed that if you were going to pay for a game, right, you're basically giving money to that developer. So that developer doesn't need to hit you with constant microtransactions, right? Whereas if you were playing a free-to-play, hello there, Wiz. Whereas if you're playing a free-to-play game, they can throw whatever microtransactions at you they want. But that's clearly not the case. Like, 76 is a good example of a game that the core is really there, and I think it's really good. And early on, I didn't mind the Atom Store because you could earn atoms. Now I think you still can earn atoms, but they're a lot more convoluted. Not to mention, like, I remember one of the biggest issues I annoyed me with 76 was the fact that all the cool shit, you want to decorate your camp out, like make it look cool, you got to spend money. It's like the equivalent of Halo Infinite. Mention what, but I had an issue with the mod that came out a couple of weeks ago and was told they're first. I'm modding properly. Fuck is a paid. Well, there's my channel is full of situations like that. Services like pay to win. Yeah, it's honestly it's crazy to me, and I enjoy sometimes a weekly challenge, but most of the time, yeah, the one-off I don't like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that they very much should operate on a system like, you know, like you think of old school games like Halo Reach, where you basically have like daily and weekly challenges. Because I think the daily and weekly challenges now, they just give you XP for the battle pass. Which again, yeah, it's like, and I love like Fallout. I like the idea of 76. I think is really cool, and I will probably go back and play it because I think that it has some really good additions. But like, my God, is it a bit of a slap in the face to like all of the kind of the fans of, you know, the game basically. Game courtesy the finals did for World Tour. That is quite good. Like, I will say, there's the finals for the most part. I have to give it to Embark. Their game doesn't feel pay to win, which in like this day and age is a massive like kind of testament to games in general, you know. 76. Let me be a support role in fall game finally. I cannot be the main character. That's, I mean, it's a very fun game to play with friends. Like, it's extremely fun to play with friends. But yeah, like, it's just the fact that it's like, oh, if you want to, like, and I suppose nowadays, obviously, there's probably been a lot of improvements. The other thing is the fucking FOMO. Like, I despise this whole FOMO. Anyway, there's no FOMO, fear of missing out. A lot of games will do it to try and draw you back in. Like, oh, the aliens. I missed the aliens the first time around. And I literally spent probably, like with Fashnak, which is an event, I probably spent, like, because the aliens would come around every hour, I'd like always turn on the Xbox every hour if I wasn't busy and just stand there just fucking mind-numbing bullshit just to earn stuff that ultimately I would never use, but I would want just in case at some point it becomes meta when Bethesda fixes something, you know? And I hate that. Like, there's so many cool like cool building sets that you can only get from specifics like battle passes. And that's probably partially why I don't play it as much as I used to, because like once a game like that kind of like, once I'm a collector, I like collecting everything. Once I can't collect certain items, like, no, I don't want to do with it. Go away with selling command because whoever's their lead in the department gives them a raise. Yeah, every week. It's like, ooh. I will say, yeah, like that's like the because I used to play World. I think the only free to play game I really played was World of Tanks, which I didn't really mind too much. There was a bit of that game didn't really have microtransaction pay to win, more like Russian tanks for OP. And then I played World of Warships up until probably the last 2 years. World of Warships is always a good choice, but they've gone very pay to win with like captains that are basically, you have to spend real money for them, and they're very, very, like, game-breakingly powerful, which I'm not a fan of. Like, fuck that. I was, like, drinking a flat soda. It was all there was missing pop. Tirawa. Alright, what are we talking about now? Tirawa. Why does that sound familiar? The colony? The colony one. I don't think I've ever asked. What are your thoughts on Starfield becoming a more of a cozy game? I mean, to be honest, I've never really played too many cozy games. I tried a bit of Stardew Valley. And I'm not opposed to it because I'll play Microsoft or Minecraft and stuff. I realize now you're talking about Eclipse, yeah. I definitely think it has elements of it. I think the shipbuilding for me is like my cozy game. But I could definitely see, like, if they can just improve upon the outpost thingy and turn it into like a settlement builder, you could definitely have that. Like, see, that's why, like, I think like it's really cool. Keep going. I think like it's really, really cool when you have, come out here, you. But I didn't miss too much, just talking shit about the game. Turning on all the base survival things, so Stens gives a lot of survival and space vibes. So also in that, yeah. See, I think like with role-playing games in general, or like, I suppose, yeah, like with the likes of Elder Scrolls or Fallout, specifically kind of Fallout 4, there's a lot of different, you have to mod brick your game. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of different ways you can play. And like, I know a lot of people that would play Fallout 4 just building settlements, you know? I know a lot of people, like, I would basically do survival mode like crazy. Some people would play it more arcadey. Some people would role play. And I think Starfield doesn't have as much of that playability because it's lacking key features. Like, anyone who wants to do like the outpost building, you're gonna have to use mods, and like the mods don't play well because the way outposts are set up in the kind of the CK, like most outpost mods are probably at some point gonna shit your brick. Play Starfield like COD. I just shout about it all the time. Shout it? Why are you shouting at Starfield? What the fuck? Your mod brick your game, but there's nothing cozy about it. Everybody should not just spoil the amount of shouting. I'm old. I remember trying to mod Daggerfall back in the day. There's a Shrek version of that. What the fuck? How did I not know of this? You can see it personally being a cozy game. I miss more mature content from Bethesda, slave trades, gore. See, Balding, the one thing... Hello there, boss, by the way. The one thing with Starfield is I think Bethesda intended to make it a more... They didn't... So Fallout is their kind of, like, dark sort of thing. And, like, dark, satirical. And, obviously, Elder Scrolls, their fantasy kind of game. Kind of dark, too. Whereas, obviously, Starfield is... They were trying to make it more, like... More in reality. You know? Outpost shipbuilding, creation, Jenga, and 25. Pretty much. It's like, oh, shipbuilding, it's so good. These more free world noise. And cozy. Shouting at Todd like, fuck you, Todd, you give us our fucking ship parts. Yeah, Outpost needs more. Like, even like a, like, I hope at some point Bethesda, like, realizes that, like, no. I hope at some point Bethesda themselves realize that the POI system, right? Honestly, if you could take over the POIs and turn them into, like, advanced settlements, wouldn't be as much of a problem, you know? Well, the magical powers are supposed to be science fiction, okay? Hardcore sci-fi. No, I'm joking. Like, yeah, it's because I think it'd be like, I mean, you look at 76, that's kind of what they do in 76. You've got the workshops that are essentially more advanced that can produce things. Like, I want to be able to take over an abandoned hangar and I can, like, bring ships and scrap them and then, like, send my minions out to, like, sell the parts and kind of just casually make money above time. Yeah, like the underground hangar is like a home, like the abandoned, like, science stuff. Yeah, or faction specific outposts, like stuff like that. Like, that's why, like, I really hope, like, once we get the ship parts and stuff, that they do focus on a sort of, what would you say? Like, that they focus on a... that they focus on a... on the outpost system, because there's so many elements they could add to the outpost system, you know? Like having settlements, right? Being able to align your settlements with specific factions. Like imagine getting like a permit by like one of the UC factions. Can anyone mod that into the game? Mod what? Contraptions Workshop. See, that's Dragon. That's honestly, I'm shocked that Bethesda didn't do that, because that formula, like the contraptions formula, like it would have printed money for them. Like, what were they doing? You know? I really like the Diablo system is not locked to nodes like in Fallout 4. I get to pick the scenery. What do you mean by nodes? Oh, you mean you can build them wherever you want? Oh yeah, no, they definitely have to advance it. Lost Fields have to on the outpost. Lots of the missions, like nothing gets truly answered. There aren't, and that's the other thing with it, is like, if Bethesda are going to go this route, right, of they're going to be like constantly updating the game, if they are, I don't know if they will. Why don't they just adopt a more live service like storytelling, where like after the House Faroon DLC, why can't we have House Faroon attack? You know, like the option for them to attack or not attack. You know what I mean? Like, why is that not a thing? It's just cool to call him Vertibird, and then you get, yeah. You'll have kids that literally relish, because that's the only time you can do PvP in the game. But no, like, currently, I suppose we're just gonna have to wait and see. Again, I would like, here's the thing, right? If Bethesda came out and said to us, like, look, we're intending on, like, doing this, I would have so much faith in them. Even if they didn't give us a time frame. Like, if they actually came out and was like, right, the plan is we're going to be overhauling this system this year. We're going to focus all of, like, 2025, all of the, well, let's say, all of, like, the first, let's say, right. So spring and summer, we're going to bring 2 major ship-based updates. That will basically, one will be like a kind of, imagine an overhaul to the shipbuilding system. And then we'll be giving you, in summer, we'll be giving you, M-class ships and stuff. And then in the autumn and winter, we're going to be overhauling this. You know, just stuff like that. Like, they don't need to give us, like, the absolute specifics of it's going to come out this, and this, you know? Like, anything. Like, they're clearly working on a Super Crew system. And, like, yeah, like, I'm going to be honest, like, if it would be very cool at Gamescom, like, the hype of seeing them do something like that. Like, imagine they're like, check this out. And, like, we get to see the Shallow United. We get to see the ship kind of go in Super Cruise and stuff. Unique animation. Like, that's cool, right? But just tell us something. Be like, yeah, we're working on ship stuff for the near future. Like, just do that. When I route, it's promos basically grab cash. Mistaken, they actually care about the players. I hope they do care, though. We do need a roadmap. Hello, Nova. The main thing preventing AAA from making promises, the potential blowback if it doesn't work out. And again, I do understand that, but I feel like Bethesda's like one of those companies where, like, I'm not asking them to, let's say, like, to promise the sun, moons, and the stars, because yes, you don't want to. You don't, like, we you know, we don't want that kind of issue. But even, like, just simple thing, like, look, we're working on stuff. You know, we plan to have some content out for you in the next month or so. And then the roadmap for the rest of the year is looking like this, you know? Right up the wall that they don't fix creation, Lord order. Like, it's shocking that Creations hasn't gotten an update or anything, considering it is their main moneymaker. And, like, even that's why, like, I'm, like, constantly, like, so confused as to why they allow specific mod authors to put slop content on. Because, like people are going to be looking at the, like I've said before, people are going to be looking at this whole paid mod system, right? Because Bethesda are basically beta testing it, and like other companies, like you think of companies like Halo has a big modding team, they have a big forging team, right? And the ability to imagine, like, let's say, like another example, like imagine Halo, if like forgers would make like, but they would be given actual like, you know, like map making abilities, and they could opt to sell map packs or armor packs or stuff with 3-4 Thieves blessing. Like stuff like that could be awesome, but obviously, going back to it, everyone's looking at Starfield, and Starfield we're looking like, okay, some of the mods are really cool, most of them are pretty average, what you'd expect, and then there's some that are questionable. And the questionable ones are like, that's the ones everyone is going to pay attention to, you know, like the probe tech doom ship, you know, the I kind of was hoping to reference some other ones, but like there is ones in my head, but I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you know the ones. Person conspiracy sounds like something out of the Max fishing. Is VSO crowns for the back of decades, and those peeps have only gone up since. What you mean? Oh, the thing is, Wiz, there's apparently leaks confirming that, well, not confirming, there was leaks in the files that they are actually going to be the Vaultec Vasco, and the Healthy Parts Beowulf was honestly what started the shit, you know? Like, it just, yeah. Like, to this day, I still think that Bethesda should be a little bit more aware of what specifically is going on. There's no map. They wanted us want to use paid mods as opposed to actual. See, to be honest, I would like to think that they weren't intending on paid mods to be like to overtake content. More so, they were probably hoping that paid mods would be basically there to build content or to give us something to do until actual content for the game comes out. Which, again, I'm not opposed to that, but the content varies way too wildly. And if I was Bethesda, I would kind of be ashamed that my name and brand is tied directly to hold on out, sorry. I would be ashamed that like my brand is like tied directly to like some of the content we have currently. The paid content. Not all of it, obviously, but the next expansion of Share Space would already been done. It's a new IP. Yeah. Like, I really hope that Bethesda, like, this whole radio silence is basically Bethesda just trying to knuckle down, get some content under their feet so that they can, you know, that they realize now that this whole, like, the idea of paid mods, like, it's not what they were expecting. And again, I still think paid mods, they should bury the cash mods. They should. Like, it's crazy to, at the very least, they should. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, right? There should be a system in place where certain mod authors, like, I'm sorry, again, I'm going to fire shots here. People like Gothos, people like Probe Tech, Baldwin, to an extent, fucking, what's the guy, Winter, they should never be able to have their mods on that banner ever. And there's other ones, and no disrespect to them, but when you see their content alongside some of the better mod authors, again, like, imagine you're like someone like, let's say, we won't use a Watchtower because, you know, I feel like, yeah, but like, let's say, I don't know, like some of the weapon mods, the weapon mod authors, or like the play, you know, like it's just like it's just not, it's not a good look. And it's like I'm sat here as a mod author working my ass off, making like, you know, probably spending months and months making a mod, right? And I put it up there and like it doesn't get the front page, it doesn't get the banner. Meanwhile, some dickhead who makes the like literally tweaks the like, also young Neil, no, yeah, he like tweaks a few lines in the code and sells something for bare minimum. Yeah, see, I don't know, and like to be fair, I give like the whole thing with Winter is like I went back and I looked at one of his other his thingy mods. Sorry, let me just read through some of these. Sure, the strike. Maybe people have liked your mod more if we combine chart space with the Rev 8. Didn't even lean in trackers lines are not cool. I do think United, I honestly think initially Bethesda was going to use the trackers lines as a way to kind of like coax mod authors into making that's what they wanted the paid mods to be about, these singular missions. What I've got Crimson to give. Oh gosh. Well, that goes both ways, because I unintentionally fucking give advertisement to some of the questionable. Like, there's nothing I hate worse than when I make a mod video and it's to highlight how shit a mod is, and the comments like, I'm gonna get this. I'm like, you fucking idiot. That's not the point of my video. But yeah, like, the thing is with the Winter is, I went back, checked his mod, and to be honest, he did make some improvements, which is fair enough. But my first kind of thing with him was when he tried to accuse me of being deceptive and like basically lying to my subs. I don't do that. I'm brutally honest to the point of it probably being detrimental to me. And the other thing was like that issue with the scripting that basically caused the Xbox to crash. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, how was that not caught? Like, what wasn't it? Didn't he like in the title? I say he, it could be she. Didn't they like in the description of it? They basically said that like, if your PC is not good enough, don't even waste your time. And it's like, my guy, you're literally selling it on fucking Xbox. What the fuck? If you factor in the strike, it's on. Oh, it is. It's on Bethesda. Yeah, it's 100% on Bethesda. Like. Even with the questionable paid mods, again, it's Bethesda. As much as I like to shit on like mod authors, it's Bethesda. Bethesda allow this shit. That's why like I always try to like stop myself before I go too far, because ultimately I should be putting the blame on Bethesda. No one else. It's no one else's fault, only fucking Bethesda. And that's sad because, you know, I like Bethesda. I want to see Bethesda do well. You know? One point out shit mods brings attention, people buy it just to see it. Yeah. And it's like, it's, yeah. And apparently the worst thing, right, is I have been told by a few mod authors, asking for a refund does nothing to the mod author themselves, you know? Like, you could ask for a refund. Clapped. There are a few on that. Oh, no, there is. Accountability is rare. Yeah. And like the telling us nothing, like I'm gonna be honest with you, if Bethesda was radio silent, right, and there was nothing else, just free mods coming out, that's fine. It's the fact that while they're telling us nothing, we're getting these questionable mods, and I say questionable mods because there's most weeks there's some good, there's some gems coming out. Crimson's clap content, Jesus Christ. But like it's every time a shit mod comes out, it's just pushing that reputation down even more, you know? And it's like, yeah. Like, I don't know. I will say, I actually need to check. I got an email information about I want to check about that issue. Just a tweet. That's what I mean. We're working on something. Is not exactly. It's like, explain to us. Just be like, all right. And look, realistically, there's probably 10 different PR people that will say they'll never do that. But, like, look, Starfield is in a position right now where there's very few people that are playing it. Nowhere near the amount that Bethesda intended, or for a Bethesda game. Unfortunately, not a phenomenon unique to paid mods. Oh, I know. But, like, you should send Bethesda an invoice, honestly. But, like, there's very few of us left, right? And we want to see the game prosper. They could be honest with us, you know? They could be like, look, guys, we were trying something, and like we realized that the route we were going down wasn't what was aligned with what you guys wanted and what was best for the game. So the reason we've taken this time to basically be radio silent is we're trying to work and give you guys something that you guys will actually enjoy, you know? We don't have a time frame for it currently, but we're aiming for this, you know? Stay tuned. Like, just something like that, you know? They're teasing promises, but haven't. Yeah. Strikes, crazy, all the other... Larian did it. They patched it basically on the fly. Like, you know, like, it's just, it's been, like, the fact that, like, the first time in, like, what was it? Like, from after Shattered Space launching up until May, we heard nothing until a random dude or dudette, again, no disrespect to them, I'm not talking shit about them, more so, it took a random person that Bethesda had no connection with to be like, yo, Bethesda, what's going on? For them to then say that. It should never be like that, you know? It's like, yeah. Some Aegis stuff. I will say, Balding, the there's a secret agent kind of, if you like a James Bondy thing, there's a paid mod. One of the first paid mods to come out, it's like, what is it? It's like the secret something house outpost. It's like on Neon. I've done a review of it, I can't think of the name of it, but it's very fucking cool, and they're updating it. That's it. Thank you, Nova. Thank you. That's honestly, that is like fair deuce. That dude, I think they've only ever done one paid mod. They're just updating it, you know? And it's like, that's kind of highlighting to a lot of these kind of more questionable kind of mod authors. Just like, you don't even really need to make multiple mods. Like, I'm going to be honest, again, I think that if you have a mod author like every week or every 2 weeks putting out something, now don't get me wrong, like, I know there's probably some very talented people out there, but you look at some of the, you know, some of the more credible, like, mod authors out there, they're not putting out content every week. And that should be like a telltale sign. If, like, again, with people, you know, like Young Neil and Gothos putting out content every week or every second week, that's not. Like, Bethesda should immediately be like, wait a minute here now. If that's only taking you a week worth of stuff, like, I don't think that deserves, you know? Think of the random person literally chosen at random for their PR department. Yeah, their PR department. Like, they probably got scolded, saw the tweet, started hyperventilating. Literally, that's probably why we haven't heard of them. They've been locked back in the basement. Is the Radiant Quest awesome? Like, again, really... Now, there's another mod that I don't know. I need to do some research. I was cued in with them a little bit. The guys... What was it, Quarter Onion Gaming? Their mining conglomerate. I have no idea what's going on with it these days. But I would hope they're still going, because I seen some stuff that I obviously don't think I can talk about, but it looked... you reviewed a cool kit base, but I couldn't find it on Xbox. Kit bashed weapon. It is Wiz. I forgot to put a link on it. It is out. That is, you talking about the one by Prof? Things where the Bethesda, to my knowledge, they never once did one of their game jam set. They didn't. To be honest with you, they didn't, random or guy. And that shocked me too, because that was always one of the things I used to love seeing. Like, when the game launches, they do the thing. Now, they did operate on the whole Vidoc system, which I was a big fan of. Which, why don't they bring that back? Like, why the fuck aren't they doing that? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You look at, like, all of Destiny 1, all of the entirety when Destiny 1 was out, for the most part, Destiny 1 was the biggest game on the planet, in my opinion. Now, I stats-wise, I feel like that's a fair assessment, at least on console, right? I think partially because the game was fucking next-gen, but also, Bungie constantly do their Vidocs. Even to this day, they still do their fucking Vidocs. Oh, yeah, like the behind the... Yeah, so do I. like they're awesome. It's really cool, and it's like cool seeing what they're doing and like hoping to kind of catch a peek of something. Like you Bungie would do it. They always used to do it. You'd like look in the back and be like, wait a minute, is that a gun? Is that an armor? Hate mod authors. It's the hate mod authors keep driving them to quit. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Ooh. It's also bad for them because it's to the point where it devalues the very good. Oh yes, it does. It devalues it massively. Oh, I have to check that out. See, I'm a fan of God of War. I haven't played them, but I always just like watching the behind the scenes or anything where you get to see developers. I love also the videos where they get some of the developers and like show them speed runs. It's so fucking cool. Just because you get to see insight, you know, like on how they do things. Like I'd love to hear how like the Bethesda devs got spaceships to work, you know, and vehicles. Part of me wonders if people releasing mods of families or jobs. And like, see, here's the thing. There is a part of me that like will always be like, look, at the end of the day, money makes the world go round. And if you can shithouse your way to doing it, fair enough. But at this, there's the other part of me that's a little bit of integrity that's kind of like, you should be proud of what you're doing. I know I say that as a lot of my videos are fucking very half-arsed, you know, but I don't charge you money. Not directly, anyway. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, currently, with the whole kind of the modding situation, right? Like, there's mod authors out there that, like, you know, like, put out some questionable content. And, like, I feel like with the current paid modding system, with the player base, they're probably making enough money to, you know, maybe to get by. But can you imagine if fucking it had Elder Scrolls Skyrim's player count? Can you imagine how much people would buy these questionable mods just on a first glance, not knowing, not realizing you can refund it? Yeah, I'm getting when you're creative, that comes with the territory. Oh yeah, like I see it, and it kind of actually saying that. I was informed a source of mine, you know who you are, told me about a mod author that basically pulled their mod off of Xbox and deleted or removed all the comments on Nexus because they didn't like the attention they were getting because of they deemed that all of the comments about the issues was the player's fault, basically, and not the fault of the mod author themselves. The thing is, with like the free mod authors style, it's like, can you blame them, you know? Like, because I feel like a lot of these, like, a lot of mod authors, like, even the ones that are doing the free content, they're probably hoping at some point, you know, that they might be able to become part of the, you know, verified creator program and maybe make a paid mod, you know, make some money, which I think they're entitled to. There's definitely some free modders out there that I think deserve a little bit of money for their work. But then you see the, like, the system in play, like the QA system alone, like, again, it annoys the shit out of me that you've got situations where, like, I mentioned it before, but Shaded's boost pack mod, which is revolutionary, he was waiting months for that in the QA process, right? Meanwhile, you've got like questionable mod authors pumping out multiple mods on a weekly, semi-weekly basis, just pushing that shit out. The fuck? Okay, towards models for us to serum, difference to player count. The model is very accessible on Discord. He's working on update. Are we getting a video about? I will be. I'm doing some deep dive. Also, let me just check my emails. I did get an email. I need to check. All right, hello. Bum 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 bum. Bethesda. Happens over the release boys. Uh-huh. Um. Okay, sorry. I'm just reading. I'm just reading something about this. Another issue that popped up. Interesting. Interesting. So also, there's another for anyone that doesn't know. There. Oh, let me read some of the comments. Yeah, someone's QA. Oh, there's no QA. There's no fucking QA. In the middle, the really bad pops up. Damn right, it fucking does. Oh, the modding standard's a shit show. Considering when you have like like I grew up on Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas mods, and like they were some cool shit. And obviously Skyrim is Skyrim the most modded, like it's one of the most modded games out there, you know? Obviously. And like here's the thing, right? There is mod authors doing phenomenal fucking shit, right? But the issue is they're few and far between, because most of these people in the kind of the paid mod genre are either people who are kind of doing stuff that like paid mods that you could argue are probably equally free, but you know, they're not bad, but they're nothing game breaking. Or you have the questionable ones, you know. But anyway, it's a bit of a dilemma, which I would be definitely talking about in my update, hopefully. So, long story short, there is a mod author that had a weapon pack, a paid weapon pack, and for some reason that paid weapon pack was removed from the store, and it was anyone who purchased the weapon pack wasn't given a refund. Which first of all, that is extremely weird. Now, to be fair to Bethesda, they probably never intended on something like that to happen, where people could pull it. But still, you know, like the thing is with the virtual currency with Bethesda, the creation credits and stuff, you're not getting money back. They're just basically like that money. They already have your money. So it literally is nothing to them to give you those creation credits back. But yeah, so this mod author, either they pulled the mod themselves or Bethesda did. When you actually click on the links to the mods, I believe, let me just check here. I believe it says, yeah, so there's the UC security pack, which it says moderated. Anyone able to give me some input? Any verified creators that can let me know what that means without breaking any? But yeah, both of their mods, their paid mods, which were 300 credits each, they are both set to moderated. Don't know why. I believe Bob said that they request them to be taken down. Now, obviously, the thing is with the creation program and the verified creators, it means they were delisted. Does that mean delisted? Like, if Nova, if you asked Bethesda to remove one of your mods, would it still say moderated? Or is it only when Bethesda chooses to delist them? But yeah, so it's still a weird situation, because obviously, if you have both of those mods and now you don't, okay, that's interesting. I mean, again, it's probably just another instance of Bethesda. It's kind of funny, because Bethesda probably thought that their QA system was going to be so robust that the chance of stuff getting through the paid mod, like slots that would be questionable, would be very rare, but clearly not the case. So the moderator is probably just a catch-all term. But it opens up a few questions, and the first one is like, why isn't there instant refunds? Like, Bethesda should be emailing anyone who has purchased these items and instantly given them back their money. That's only fair. But also, what the fuck happened? Like, because apparently, again, Bub said that they made their own skins, and looking at them, I don't see any reason why they would, like, purposely been pulled. But apparently the mod author, their link tree doesn't reference their paid mods. It only references their free ones, which yeah. This is why, like, Bethesda, I think, needs to have more kind of control over it, and, like, because it just, like, can you imagine, like, the shit show if people started pulling their paid mods, you know? Because it opens up this weird kind of like, because it's like an example, like Nova, you're a mod author, you're paid mods, like you have guns for sale. If I purchased one of your guns and then you decide to remove it, technically speaking, I should still be able to use it. Now, I think technically you can, as long as you don't delete your load order. That's always been a kind of a caveat with kind of Bethesda's games, where like there's certain mods that, like, you could download them, and if they get removed, as long as they're still in your load order, you're good. But it is like a kind of, it's like a weird kind of situation. Every the other end of the scale, every noob be like, here's my first mod, pay me. QA is like, sure, looks good to me. Well, I could point to at least a dozen instances where the QA, and again, with the QA, you should still be able to use it, get a refund. That's what I mean. Like, well, currently the way it works is if you pull it and I remove it, it's a GG, basically. So they remove the mod. We don't know, and we probably will never know. I mean, they might, hopefully, could reach out to them. I could probably reach out to them maybe and find out. Obviously, if it's like a personal thing, like let's say they decided they don't want to do that anymore and they wanted to pull it down because maybe they don't want to, they can't support it or don't want to support it, which if that's the case, like I will say, again, I'm not sure if it is, but like fair dues to you, because the free from policy is very lenient. What do you mean, Nova, in terms of like what? From like the creator's point of view? But yeah, like, because if this mod author is pulling his stuff down because he just doesn't want to update them anymore, and he doesn't want to keep them up because people could pay for them and not, you know, they mightn't work, which if that's the case, fair dues. But at the same time, Bethesda should definitely be refunding the players because it's no money out of their pocket. Can get a refund at any time, and the best of my knowledge, no one has been denied one. Oh yeah, like it is extremely, yeah, like, because, and again, I think it's because no money changes hands. You can do a rug pull, make a load of money, the mod doesn't work, no patches, it's like yoink buy, and the consumer doesn't get the money back. And again, guilty. If you go for a refund, I'm 99% sure they will give you a refund, no questions asked. But still, I do see what you're saying. They should definitely, like, they should definitely have a system where it gives you your money back. Team needs to hear all this. Maybe I need to make a Starfield centric account. This guy Crimson is straight. What the fuck? But it's true though. Like it seems like a no-brainer because again, I've always said to people, ask for refunds. If a mod doesn't work, ask for refunds. Now the other thing, you have to buy a refund over and constantly before they start. And I do wonder, Nova, are you, as a creator, are you able to tell if somebody refunds your project or refunds your creation? Do Bethesda tell you? I do agree, though. Like, obviously, you shouldn't abuse that sort of system. But at the same, like, if you're fucking buying, like, you know, buying and selling. See, that's something that, like, one of the things we don't lose. See, that's kind of crazy to me, though, that you don't lose the money. Like, that in itself is that's a massive boon to Bethesda. The fact that they're also, be careful, Nova, you might be saying stuff you shouldn't. I don't want to see you go disappear. I like your mods. I'm just speculating. It might be completely legitimate to say this, but like, oh, Nova's like, whoopsie. All right, nobody said anything. Ignore all of that. Emphasis on the word had. Hello, Bob. I will, don't worry, these get archived. Nobody fucking watches these after. We saw nothing. NDA noises intensify. This user has been assassinated on Howard. Oh god. But to be honest with you though, like it's just, yeah, it's like having to ask for a refund feels slightly, it does kind of feel like it does feel like you're just kind of renting, because that's the big thing nowadays is literally that whole argument about like, do you own the content versus, you know, do you not own the content? Bob, let me know if you accidentally get kicked out of the program. I will fight for you because I want you. I'm joking. They wouldn't. They fucking better not when there's fucking questionable cunts still in it. But yeah, like it's yeah. And again, it's hilarious because the laughable thing, right, is if Bethesda made content for the game, one, there'd be less focus on these sort of kind of questionable mods, because I genuinely think there'd be less of them, you know? Like, because I think a lot of, like, I would like to think that some of these mod authors, right, like the questionable ones, they start with good intent, right? Like that young Neil guy, I don't think he's personally trying to, I don't think he's necessarily trying to kind of scam anyone, right? I don't think he's in the kind of the same boat as some of the other people. Like, it's clear that there's elements of the game that is lacking that he wants to fill. Now, he's obviously trying to, or they are trying to monetize it, and that's where it gets a bit questionable because, you know, you could argue, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? But there's no other alternative because Bethesda aren't putting out fucking content. You know what I mean? Like, we wanted a survival mode. Did we get a survival mode? Kind of, but not really. If you want a true survival mode, you have to use a mod. And look, here's the thing. I love mods, but there's certain things that I would rather be a base game functionality, right? Because, like, at least if I know with Fallout 4 survival mode, I can download whatever mods I want. It'll still function because it's a base game. If I download like that, is it Starvival? There's probably dozens of patches to make it function, and a lot of mods probably won't work with it, you know? Yeah, survival mode, exactly. You say that's not right. If any mod authors are straight up, let's get this money, cash cow. Oh yeah, no, it is. It's definitely on. A mod that doesn't know their mod gets refunded either. That's honestly, yeah, let's not focus on that, guilty. Not supposed to know that. But yeah, it's just it is a weird one. And again, it's just Bethesda, give us fucking content. Where's the fucking ship parts? I'm losing the fucking will to live. What, space wizard mode? Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to thank you for smacking. I'm slowly building to it. It's getting there. We've took a lot of time to talk shit. Trying to, like, I need to put more weapons on it, but I don't really. Ooh, I suppose it puts them there. Starfield has been survival mode. Jesus Christ. Starfield's got like real world survival. Every day we lose like a small amount of HP. The only way we can refill that HP is news from Bethesda. Are you sure survival is the right mode? Well, probably not the right word. I just want Bethesda to communicate. Todd, I'm giving you an olive branch. Actually, you know what? No, not you, Todd. Fuck you. You've had your chance, Todd. Tim, I'm giving you a chance. I have a podcast. I don't really, but we could sit down in my office and I will interview you. I will give you the opportunity to discuss to the large Starfield fan base, that all 10 of us. You know, I'll let you. We'll go back and forth. You know, we'll have a conversation, and you can tell all these fans what's been going on. You know, the offer's there, Tim. You know, it was there for you, Todd. But where's your fucking ship parts? All right, cut to next week. Crimson's got a fucking interview with Tim Lamb. I would probably shit myself. Damage it. It's 13. Timmy. Oh god, my dog's like, what? What's going on? Gamers have short. Honestly, it's like the saying, bread and circus. The Romans said it best. You keep the plebeians. Hello, Helgar. You keep. Do you have an office video? Or, no. Not an actual office. No, the office is not. It's like a backdrop. It's like if you pan the camera, there's nothing there. I'm not even wearing pants. You just can't see that half of me. But yeah, it's like content, like I've said so many times, I will, and I think many of us would be happy to pay for content. If you want to do paid updates, but like paid content alongside it, like if imagine they overhaul the shipbuilding system and they have a paid pack. That's what that's what Space Engineers done. Every time there's a free update that everyone has access to, there's also like a paid pack that gives you some extra stuff that you don't really need, but you can have. It's like I'll give money to fucking ship parts, you know? I'm fucking giving money to some fucking questionable paid mods. Honestly, I was gonna eat, maybe not now. Honestly though, like if I asked for refunds, I'd probably bankrupt Bethesda. I probably spent would you? No, I would have to have spent the most on paid mods. I think I've gotten well, actually that's maybe not. I haven't gotten as many. I don't buy as many as I used to. You're making it. It's not a fucking flying brick. Leave me alone. It's. I don't really know what it is. Too much information about. Sorry, I apologize. Sorry. Yeah, I just. Well, there goes the illusion. We need some weapons. Also, can we have like more than fucking 2 types? Like, what is this? We have 2 types of B-class weapons. Whereas lasers, we've got like 6. We've got that one. We've got that one. We've got that one. It said shirt and shoes required. Don't think about pants. Oh. Maybe one day, you know, things will be good enough. Let me. No shirt, no shoes, but I still get service. Wow, girl, look at that body. Sorry. Sometimes I have to agree with you, Don. Yeah. All right, there's some weapons. We can look at our weapons going pew pew. You may ask, Crimson, is it not dangerous having your weapon hardpoints directly in front of windows? Probably. But see, I won't be sitting there. I'll be sitting there. Those windows are bulletproof, right? Opan screaming about ship parts. What a guy. Todd, you give me ship parts, I'll put some trousers on. What's the Excalibur? Why is your ship design based on my... Excuse me, what the... Alright, Nova, don't you come in here and talk shit about my fucking ship, okay? I don't know what this fucking thing is, but it's a work of art. Not a very practical work of art, but it's a fucking work of art. I'm just like, I just started throwing shit at it, and like... I'm just imagining Homer... What do you mean Homer Simpson? I have fucking hair, motherfucker. And I'm not excuse me? It looks like my fork. See, I've committed too much to it, and I kind of like it, though. It, like, looks like something that would fit into the game. It's kind of like... Alright, like, everything but the kitchen sink. We could probably fit a kitchen sink on it too, actually. Where do I put my laser weapons? Hair, that's what you look like from that, lol. Well, yeah, obviously, I have not denied that I am probably a larger gentleman. Okay, look, there's a guy here growing his hair until Man United win the Premier League. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Needs more shroud parts to the actual kick and sink. Should do a Reddit chip challenge. What's a Reddit chip challenge? Does the main Reddit do ship challenges? We need some laser weapons. This is actual hell. To be fair, the Starfield Reddit isn't as bad as I expected. It's pretty chill. it's you can kind of tell though, like the Starfield Reddit is like, because the game is in a weird stagnant state, it's just basically like the occasional person coming along and sharing their character, you know? Like, you look at like other more active subreddits, like say Destiny, it's a fucking shit show. Like, people are arguing, people are in denial. More than larger. I believe he was the source of... Fuck you, Ace. How dare you? Oh, the Halo Reddit is... It's not as bad as the Fallout story Reddit. I got banned from that. Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. Look at me now. Yeah. You think I know nothing about the lore? Now I'm a Starfield YouTuber. Yeah, what does that mean? I don't fucking know. Is that like the brag it sounds like? Not really. Denial is that the Halo Reddit has been a drug-induced yeah, it's not fucking good. Like, it's... I will say that I've seen recently, like, there's people that are really hyped about, like, the Falcon being added and stuff, but apparently it has no animations. The camera's fucked. AC fell out of bed and I lost. Fuck off. Get fucked. Alright. My ship is almost done. It's missing one more thing. Need a little bit of... See, someone might be browsing, like one of the few people that like play Starfield that don't watch content like this. They could like pop onto this stream and like think, Jesus Christ, that Crimson Flyboy can't build ships to save his life. One of my cats is seeing a dog for the first time. This is hilarious. Tenbro, don't talk about your mother like that. I'm sorry. That's probably the worst Halo arguing. To be fair, like, I probably would rather be like a Halo fan at this point than a Destiny fan, because like at least Halo's like, look, we're not getting content for a while. Destiny's like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I might actually put... Does this thing have a shield? Did I put a shield on it? Where did the shield go? Well, see, I was going to put a turret. Imagine being a which is sad, because like I was kind of hyped about Marathon. I'm always down to give an extraction shooter a go, but yeah, it's not looking fucking good. It's not looking good at all. It's like I feel like right now it pays to not be like a diehard fan of anything, you know? Like, you're better off being a bit of a, like, you know, like a kind of a, you like everything equally. I was going to win this distraction. Really? See, if you're, okay, now that's actually, to be fair, when you say Nova, you're probably an actual Marathon fan. Fair enough, fair enough. My only endeavor into Marathon was I played Marathon to Randall on the Xbox to get the cool nameplate for Halo Reach, and I was like, the fuck is this? I mean, oh, fuck, everyone else will give them a chance. And it's like, oh, they steal. Yeah, maybe not. I mean... Big fan. Oh, obviously I am yes, 100%. I would like, the thing is I'd probably start diving into the lore with it, because I do like extraction shooters. I think DMZ was quite cool, and now we've nothing until the Marathon Mac. Jesus Christ. Because I know that there's so much of the Halo lore like is just references to Marathon. All right. Arc Raiders is, well, Arc Raiders worries me a little bit, because the gunplay, it needs to be on point, you know? If it isn't on point, I don't know what I'll do. I'm an Alien fan, whole member of the series. When did you play Marathon? I didn't play Marathon. Was there an open beta for Marathon? What are we gonna call this? Football season starts at the end of the month. Do you mean American football? Or do you mean football? Not open, I guess. Oh, of course you got fucking sent codes. Who are you DMing? Crimson. Not sure you should post this shit. Alright, listen here, Hell. I am proud of this vessel. This is a beautiful creation. We're gonna call it the Bliss. Bliss. Oh, there's no. See, this right here, kids, is why PC is inferior to Xbox. If I was on Xbox, I could type more than whatever that is. This is going to be called blissful ignorance. Anyone able to tell me why the fuck that's an issue? The blissful stub. Records for ugly aren't broken. Every name it the mother-in-law. Extra thick. Look, it's so good. It's heavy. Right, let me see my beautiful creation. Look at that. Oh, that's fucking sexy. I think what the kids say these days is it's getting, maybe not the kids say it's, I'm getting bricked up, but the adults, the teenage. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna start a new game plus and punch every NPC you're not supposed to. Eddie, I don't think you're supposed to punch any NPCs. What game are you playing? Is it? Hello?
It's always good to see a friend.
Alright, yeah, cool. This sheep looks like you sat on my house. FBI, open up. The only person who liked this ship is Mona. And she dipped because she didn't like the Starfield. Seen better toilets. This is, whoa now. This is like one of them fancy European toilets where you gotta pay €1. Imagine having to pay €1 to take a shit. I'm gonna be honest. If I went to a region and they were like, you need to pay, I would shit on the floor. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would probably get arrested and probably put on a list, but I'd do it. You know? There's a mod for that now. Alright, we might have to, for the memes, let's go download that mod real quick. For the memes. Ba-da-da. Is it timed? What the fuck you mean is it timed? Was it gonna kick you out if you don't? They just literally, you're like mid-push, it just pushes you out the door. You just shit on the floor. Can you imagine? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Alright, we're gonna do a live fucking... We're gonna do a live mod review, guys. Put another quarter to be ejected. Imagine though, literally, so you've got 60 seconds, right? And let's say there's glass that's opaque, and every second or 10 seconds after the timer, it literally starts to go transparent. Is that the right word? All right, where we got here? Let me type toilet. Toilet. All right. So we got you need to poop. All right, we're gonna. All right, we got this. Where's the you need to poop? Oh, you need to poop. All right, every once in a while a poop bag will spawn. And then there's a patch for the toilets. Alright. Perfect. Stream has gone shit, honestly. It went to shit a long time ago. Alright, let's go. Fuck you. Let's see what happens. Please don't fucking crash my game. Alright. I never thought the day would come either. This is what happens when we don't get content, fucking Bethesda. Fucking resorting to reviewing fucking mods where we take a shit. Alright, somebody throw a random fucking, we're gonna take a shit right in front of an NPC. Who we, oh, you know what we're gonna do? You know, I got it. We're gonna take a shit in Vivictus's fucking toilet. It's gonna be the nasty, we're not gonna flush. We're gonna use all the toilet paper. We're gonna block that shit. We're gonna block that shit. We're literally, he's gonna need a fucking plunger. Please don't crash. Timmy, I was putting my legs there. Oh, we're back. Oh, we're back. This is the realism I'm looking for. NASA research and pooping in space. Where's Heller when you need him? Oh. Alright. Alright, perfect. Is there like a setting for it? Ba-da-da. Is there a setting for it? No. We just... Okay. So we could shit ourselves at any point. Let's really quickly head to mast. This is the prophecy. Once we complete this, the ship parts will show the way. Imagine if there's a setting. Well, I was thinking there might be like a setting to set how frequently you shit yourself. Like, cause arc level, like, there's nothing worse than when you're like trying to like have a scenic moment. And let me take off my outfit. You know, we gotta be the part. Alright, there we go. All right, no stains just yet. All right. Excuse me, I need to talk to Viv. Oh no, that's a pole. What the fuck? Diarrhea mode. Honestly, if you eat too much chunks, oh fuck, how do I get to the bottom floor? Oh shit, hold on now. Fuck. How do I... Fuck. And now, anyone know the console command for Vivictus's room? What would it be? Location? Help? A for... What's location? LCN? Is that even a thing? Nope. Alright. I'm gonna need to load a goddamn save. Thank you. COC. Oh no. COC. City New Atlantis Mast B3 subsection 7. Bam. All right. Here we are. The moment you've all been waiting for. This is for the Terramorph individuals. You gonna let me pass? Hey, don't worry. I got this. Unlock. Unlock. How do we... No. Unlock. Unlock. Oh, did that not work? I didn't click it, my bad. No, yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. Don't shoot me. I'm coming for you, Vivictus. I'm coming. Alright. Even in here? Hold on it. Click that. TCL. Vivictus. Where? How are you? I'm just gonna use your toilet. Alright. Here we go. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Holy shit, what did I fucking eat? Holy, alright. Okay. I wouldn't go in there for a little while. I wouldn't go in there at all. Weirdly, my stomach feels a lot lighter. Jesus Christ of all fucking mighty. Why did I get XP? Why is it so explosive? I want to do it again. Jesus Christ. This is what chunks will do to you. Oh yeah, that's nothing I like more than getting some XP. What the fuck is this mod? Jesus Christ, this is 10 out of 10. Should be a paid mod at this point. Oh god, how are you? Alright, can I like... Hold on now, wait a minute. Wait, hold on, give me a minute. You one better. Give me a minute. Alright, what's this? Oh, there we go. Alright, so... We have Evictus, give me a moment. Okay. Alright. Hold on, this we can use one better. Help. Toilet for Fern. Player dot place at me. FE0068CB. 68CB. Perfect. It's the shit, it's the wrong way around. Okay, let's try that. Let me delete that one real quick. That was the wrong way. What? A minute, hold on out. Disable. Try that again. There we go. This is for all the colonies, you sick fuck. Think of all the fucking terramorphs. All the innocent people that died. Yeah, breathe it in. Breathe it in. Yeah, you fucking... I bet you like it, you fucking weirdo. Alright, that's enough of that. We... Alright. Doesn't lift the seat. How does it like... So apparently it adds poop? It's like an object? What is the object? Just a bag of poop? Help. Poop. Or... I don't know, is it poo? What the fuck? Okay. It did say something about poop, didn't it? Creations. You need to poop. What? I don't even have the fucking mod turned on. God damn it. I will be back. Hold on now, Vivictus. You're not getting out of it this easily. So apparently, I wasn't actually taking a shit that time. Oh, if it's... Oh, we're gonna be throwing it all right. All right, let's... I have to say, I was not expecting that. I was just expecting, you know, character just sits down and like, you know, you pooped. Text, you need to poop. All right, let's reload back into the game. You can shit your spacesuit. Yeah, you just kind of took it one side. But imagine the sensation of like you're in a spacesuit in space and you just shit yourself and it's just chilling there. Would it slide down your leg? I apologize to anyone eating. For putting the picture in your head of poop in a 0G environment. You don't need to lift the seat. Right. I had a feeling there was going to be like a game menu thingy. I think they all wear Wait, we're supposed to wear diapers under our spacesuits? The fuck you mean? I've been just going commando the entire time? Is it not normal for the chafing? Right, settings. Oh, here we go. Poop setting. Debuff. There's a fucking debuff. Fast. I poop very fast. 1 minute. All right. Wait. Oh, no. All right, wait. Oh, I'm poisoned. What the fuck? Why am I poisoning? What's going on? Poison? Nauseous. Food and drink are less effective. Why am I poisoned? Hello there, Ruffin. I've been on for 2 hours. Ruffin, you're about to see the best mod ever. Just wait. Something pop up there? Oh, we got cramps. Oh no, get off me fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. You dirty bastard. Right in me fucking face, you dirty cunt. Fucking hell. How fucking... Don't look at me like that, you sick fuck. Oh, I'm cramping. Oh, shit. Hold on now. Did I shit myself yet? Oh, poop. All right. Here you go, you sick fuck. Oh, it's a starboard. A little spicy. Oh, I can pick it back up. Why would I steal my own shit? Fucking hell. All right. So what happens if I have the poop and I, like, actually use the toilet? Poisoning? Am I literally being poisoned because of the shit? Right, give me a second. Oh. Yeah, that's it. That does stuff. Yeah, look. You ever shit with your legs crossed? It feels fucking wonderful for the bowels. Released 1 poops. 1 poops. All right. Fucking phenomenal. If only there was a bidet. Let me use his toothbrush. Does he have a toothbrush? No, he doesn't. Oh my god, okay. All right. Well, that happened. Good job, Vivictus, you dickhead. Now, this is the best paid creation. You know, I think we'll end it there for the night, folks. Hope you guys had a good evening. I'll catch you guys Tuesday. Remember, eat a lot of fiber, and if your shits are explosive, consult your doctor. Bye-bye, everyone.